Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. This Saturday, there's a big party going on in Haysville. It's the Haysville Sommerfest. Joining us in the studio is a member of the Haysville Ruritan Club and also a committee member with the Haysville Sommerfest. That is Bryant Kiefner. Bryant, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, it's normally, first of all, let's point out, this is a one-day event this year, not a two-day event.
That is correct. Always in the past, we've had it on Friday and Saturday, but we are a small group, and after the pandemic hit and stuff, and I don't want to blame it on that, but we didn't have one last year, so we decided that we're 5 members strong, so we're going to do a one-day event, be very successful, and enjoy.
I think that's great. And there's a couple of other things that are new we'll get to as we go, but let's talk about how the day gets going in Haysville. It's the Haysville Sommerfest with an O, and if you want to, you can put an umlaut over that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just the Sommerfest in Haysville, or party. It's this Saturday. Starts when with what?
We're going to start at 4 o'clock, and we're opening up the food lines. And then at 4:30, Aaron Bridgewater's coming in. He's a one-man band, acoustic guitar. Seen him a couple weeks ago. Absolutely enjoyed his music. He'll do a great job. So he'll entertain us from 4:30 to 6:30. And then at 7 o'clock, Dusty Miller will come in, and we'll have the Dusty Miller Band till 10:30, or if I talk him in till 11 or 11:30 or something. We'll see how that goes.
Those guys have a great time.
They do have a great time. They enjoy coming to Haysville. I've had Dusty, even last year I had him booked, and then, of course, everything got shut down. So we've got the Boy Scouts are going to be doing cobblers and ice cream and floats. We also have the cheerleaders coming in with the lemonade shake-ups. We have a lady that's going to come over that's going to do face painting over by the playgrounds. It's pretty low-key this year because I think everybody's just getting back into the swing of things.
Right. It takes some to get back in the rhythm.
It takes a lot, and I think with the way everything happened last year and going forward, I think it'll get better and better again, because there wasn't a whole lot of participation this year, because everybody's moving on. Right. They're like, okay, I'm going to go camping, I'm going to go do this, I want to go do that, and it is the middle of the summer. So, but we have every intentions of selling out of food. We're going to do 850 plates this year.
Wow. And you're offering 2 meats, right?
Or, yes, we do barbecue pork, 1-inch barbecue pork chops, and then we're also doing chicken dinners as well. And then we'll have we're always known for our dressing and our green beans and slaw and stuff. So I really, really, really hope that we're sold out by about 7:30. And when Dusty picks up and goes, well, we can close her down and
just sit back and
sit back and relax. We don't have a beer garden this year. I wish that we would have, but the only thing I could say is you might want to bring refreshments to beat the heat, kind of thing.
Right.
Sure.
So will you still have the tent and thing, the area? I mean, you got the big
we'll have
shelter
2
house.
smaller tents. We still have the shelter house. We have the whole dance floor, of course, it's full of picnic tables. We will have a couple tents set up that has picnic tables under it to shade. Handicap parking, of course, will be close, but the park is looking really, really, really nice. So everybody's been working over the past weekend, and even this week we got the lights set up and all that. So I think it'll be good to go. Well,
Haysville's got a nice little park. You just got to find it.
Yeah.
You just kind of go down that one hill, and there's plenty of parking. Big area.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. And we pride ourselves on our park. I mean, that's the hub. We have the churches and we have the park, and the baseball field, the softball field. They dedicated that a couple of years ago. It's the Lowell Dorsum field, and the Dorsum family has done a really good job of helping and landscaping and things like that. Lowell was a great person, but it's a lot of the, I would say, like 8 through 12 or 8 through 14, the teams that come down there now. So there's always something going on, and that's what I love to see. We put the playground in 5 years ago, and it's nice to see that there's somebody down there almost every night.
Well, it's amazing that the crowd you're going to have and the food that you serve and the way it goes for a small town.
Yes.
Haysville is not a large town.
Yeah.
And here you're going to have this huge fest, which everybody seems to know about.
Yeah. Yep. everybody that comes down there enjoys themselves, and it's like a big class reunion or like a community reunion. It's amazing how everybody looks forward to that every year, just to get caught up.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh, I haven't seen you in a year. Yeah. Well, no, I've seen you last year.
That's right. It's been 2 years for everybody.
Yeah.
And something you pride yourself on, there's no admission.
No admission.
I mean, other than the food you're going to buy, it's free.
That's correct. Yep. So we try to keep food prices in line. Of course, everything's expensive, you know, now. But we've been doing this, and I say we as a Ruatan Club, I think it's probably in the 50 some years.
Yeah, okay.
So it's been going on for a long time. And that was another big thing about to continue on with it. It's the only real big event that happens in Haysville every year, you know, and we are small. It's a great place to live, great place to raise your kids. Everybody knows everybody. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, but
that's small town living.
That's small town living, yeah. But you know, we always called it. Whenever I had my business, it was always the center of the universe, and everybody laughed about that. But it is. It's kind of the center of the universe. You know, it's our universe. You know, and that's what the Ruatan does with their money. They promote things in the community. We do like Easter egg hunts for the kids. We put up the flags. We pay for the lighting, street lights. That's just a gimme in the city of Jasper. Well, in Haysville, if the Ruatan doesn't have that fund drive, we don't have street lights. You know, and it's just things like that. People just don't. They just think that that's just normal,
right?
You know, but to us, it's not. I mean, that's just one of the safety things that we want in our town. You know, but anybody that needs any help as far as medically or financially, or you know, or just they come up with an idea. Well, the Ruatan is the one that tries to jump in there and make it happen.
So if anybody wants to help out the Ruatan Club, they certainly
Absolutely.
can contact you. They can become a member, and then they give you some bodies.
Absolutely.
Or money helps too.
And it's not all about work. You know, we have that one big fundraiser a year, and then if we do something for somebody for medical expenses or something like that, I mean, our community is strong, but we're small, and you would not believe all the people that come in to help. I mean, it's like, well, what can I do? And that's what's really nice. We just hope that we just could get some more members so we could do more things. You know,
maybe next year go back to 2 nights.
Yeah,
may not ever do that because that's so much extra work when you can do it all in one day.
It is. Yeah, it is. I mean, even if you had 20 or 25 people, and to pull that festival off for 2 nights, that's a lot of work. Don Vonderheide does the chicken frying, and he's got his whole crew up there, and I think he just wears them out.
Who makes the dressing, or is that a secret?
No, it was always done locally years ago, but we have Sanders make our dressing.
Excellent.
This for the past 4 or 5 years. I will tell you that it is probably the most expensive part of the plate.
Sure.
I mean, it's a lot. It's labor intensive.
Haysville's the only one that does.
That's correct. That's the only one
dressing with the chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Or with the pork chop.
We've decided that, you know, the dressing will stay on there, and we don't really care how much it costs because nobody else has it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what makes you special. Also, that weekend, this coming weekend, is the Haysville Sommerfest weekend. Everybody kind of knows that after July 4th. It's always going to be the Haysville Sommerfest.
Yeah, and people do take vacations after the fest.
Right.
I mean, because it's just a big social gathering, and we always pride ourselves on all our entertainment for the 50 some years has always been free. We don't sell buttons. We don't do any of that stuff. So, you know, if the plate cost is a little bit more, that's fine. You know, we don't charge for anything. No parking. No, you know, just come out and enjoy some food and enjoy the entertainment and get with your friends and family and people you haven't seen in a long time and just sit back and enjoy it.
All right, it's at the Haysville Sommerfest this Saturday. Do want to point out, no beer garden, so if you'd like a beverage of that sort, bring your own. Bring your own little
correct.
cooler. That's
right.
okay with them.
That's okay. Yes, absolutely.
But there are probably the Boy Scouts are selling soft drinks, I'd imagine.
Yeah, we're selling soft drinks
Okay,
and the food
you are.
lines
Okay.
and water and stuff. But yeah. As
Lemon
far as
shake-ups as well.
adult beverages go, why?
Bring your own.
Bring your own.
Okay, all right. Is anything else you'd like to add about the Haysville
No, I just
Sommerfest?
appreciate it. Come out and enjoy yourself, and we're looking for a great turnout and a good crowd and great time.
Bryant, thank you very much for being our guest.
Thank you very much.
Our guest has been Bryant Kiefner. The Haysville Sommerfest is this Saturday starting at 4 o'clock with the food lines. Great entertainment, including the Dusty Miller Band. He performs starting at about 7, you said?
7:30. Yep.
7:30? Okay. Great time, great food. Thanks for joining us for WJTS in Form. We are local people watching local people.